Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. Now, that intro might sound familiar to you. I have, of course, stolen it word for word from the fabulous and inspirational Luke John. Luke, if you're watching, I'm sorry. I hope you don't mind that I've twocked this from you. um, but my entire video today is taken directly from Luke John's format. I am today talking about my thoughts before my weigh day tomorrow. I've never done this type of video before, although over on Luke John's channel, he does that most weeks, if not every week. And I highly advise, recommend, encourage you to go and check out that channel if you haven't already. But I am really apprehensive about my weigh-in results tomorrow. I've had a crap week up here mentally, and that's had quite an impact on the choices that I've made over the week. Now, just for context, 2 weeks ago, I gained £2. So 2 weeks ago, I went from 14 stone to 14 stone £2. I did my weigh-in results video. You can go and see that if you haven't already. I felt very calm about it. I could justify how that had happened. And I felt sort of quite positive moving forward. Last week, I somehow managed to lose a £0.5. I think it was fluke more than anything, because my quantities of food were just huge over that week. But I lost £0.5, so that took my weight back down to 14 stone 1.5 pounds. Tomorrow I'll be weighing in again, and you know what? I honestly would not be surprised if I have put on £4, maybe. I hate to say it, I might be wrong, but I feel like that's around that ballpark figure is definitely a possibility for me tomorrow. So I kind of just wanted to, I guess, talk out loud to you as well as me and Craddock, who's sleeping just over there next to the tortoise. I don't know, I wanted a record of it for me, and really some accountability, I guess. Because, and I wouldn't do this, I'm ready for group tomorrow. I've got my book here, my card is inside my book. I'll pick out something to take for the basket tomorrow morning. I'm 100% going, but there has been a tiny voice in my head all week long saying, yeah, just miss it. Just miss tomorrow's weigh-in. You've got another week then to, steer back onto a decent course. But I'm not going to run away. That is, I mean, I know lots of people do that. I'm not judging anyone for doing that. If that's, how you feel at the time. Your life, your choice, your weight loss journey. You do you, boo. But I would not forgive myself if I just kind of gave into that pesky little voice and didn't go tomorrow, because then I would very likely not go the week after, or the week after that, or the week after that. And yeah, therein lieth the slippery slope that I don't want to head down. So I will be going to group tomorrow, and I'm trying to prepare myself for what is very likely to be my biggest gain so far on this 6-month long journey. I have a whole sleeve full of excuses that I could give you tucked away up there. But I spoke about this last week, and I think, it's important for all of us, but I'm talking about me here. It's important for me to differentiate between excuses and reasons. And I think it's fine for me to justifications of my actions. Certainly, I guess, help me to understand why I made those choices more. But I didn't make any of those choices because of those reasons, I guess is what I'm trying to say. And I have eaten a lot this week. I haven't been drinking lots of alcohol this week. I have had a couple of days where I have just not counted my sins because my headspace has not been there. I've not had the bandwidth to do it. So, yes, I know that I probably more than likely will have gone considerably over my sin allowance on at least a couple of days. On the days where I have been tracking my sins and what I've been eating, I have been making, not tweaks, but I've kind of been manipulating the choices to enable me to have huge volumes of free food, not necessarily in a food optimized capacity. Now, I know that I am brilliant at food optimizing my meals, even my breakfasts. Everything that I have normally is at least a third of speed fruit or veg. Even my snacks, my healthy extras. I know you don't have to do it that way, but I'm normally really, really good at doing it. And as a vegan, yes, I'm a vegan. As a vegan, that's my bread and plant butter, really, isn't it? Being able to make good, tasty, filling meals out of fruit and veg. Whereas this week, I have gone for things that I wouldn't normally have. I've maybe have 2 sandwiches a day, using bread as my healthy extra and then stinning another 2 slices of bread. Loads of potatoes, loads of Slimming World chips, like a huge plate of Slimming World chips, not joking, maybe a kilogram of potatoes at a time. I've gone through a lot of bags of potatoes this week, and just having lots of poor choices, really like that. And my mental health has fed into that an awful lot this week. I'm going to talk about mental health next week. I'm going to do a special video talking about my mental health, but how it links to my activity levels and my food choices and my overall weight. So I won't go too much into that right now. It may not interest you, but if it is something you'd like to hear more about, keep an eye out next week for that video. I've just been in one of those weeks where getting through each day or getting through each hour sometimes has been enough of an achievement, and I've just had to prioritize that. So if I've gained weight this week as a result of doing what I felt I needed to do to get through this week, I will take that absolutely on the chin, and own it tomorrow. Fortunately, I am feeling much better. I'm feeling a bit more stable. I think the new medication dosage is kind of starting to work with me rather than against me now. I am still having a lot of brain fog issues and still finding mornings next to impossible, but I have been ploughing on this week and making sure that every day I've been at the gym. I've either done a run or a workout, to try to fit in some damage limitation for the amount of food that I've been eating. I have to say as well, the gym, joining a 24-hour gym, for me, best decision that I could have made. I was looking at other gyms that had different opening hours, but I can't be tamed. I don't have sort of set hours where I can't fit into my life that sort of level of routine or commitment where I think every Tuesday I'll go at 5:30 and every Thursday I'll be able to go before work and blah blah blah. It's just I need the flexibility to go when it suits me on any given day. So that's been wonderful. And I've learned so much about myself at the gym this week, which again I'll talk about in tomorrow's weigh in result video update. Does that make sense? Don't know where my words are going today. Again, part of that is the brain fog, but I did want to come on and just let you know that I'm okay, I'm here, I'm still showing up for myself, and I'll still be at group tomorrow, and tomorrow I'm staying for group, so I'll be there for an hour and a bit, and I will make my upload video because I'm off work tomorrow as soon as I get home. So you will see that hopefully around tomorrow lunchtime. That's Friday lunchtime, depending on when you're watching this. I just want to say thank you to you all. I've had loads of incredible messages of support, and again, people just checking in with me. You know, to all of you, thank you. It means the world to me. A week of poor choices that have resulted in a very likely gain is just that. It's just 1 week in my life, so we will deal with that tomorrow, and whatever happens, it will happen, and we will just move forward. As Audrey, one of my fabulous viewers, always says, onwards and downwards. So yes, we will deal with tomorrow when tomorrow comes, and as soon as I've been there, you'll be the first to know what my results are, and hopefully Craddock will be awake at that point. She'll join me for the video. I think because it's getting darker so much sooner, she's kind of just going for naps all the time now. So yeah, she's looking very cute on her little bed, so I won't disturb her, but I'm sure tomorrow you'll see her. Oh, also, I am so happy because we are now officially in Ribena winter spice season. Sin-free, no added sugar. I actually had this from last year when I bought loads of them. It says best before September 2025. Yeah, you know, I'm not bothered. I opened this today. It tastes absolutely fine. Serve hot, absolutely delicious. It's my little mulled wine substitution because I am a huge fan of anything mulled. Wine, cider. I think I've had mulled gin before. Yeah, you name it. Hot alcohol in this weather is just perfect. So yeah, Ribena Spice is my school night equivalent, or alternative. Right, I am going to go and finish this and pick something out of the kitchen to put into my Slimmer of the Week basket, and I will be back tomorrow with my update, and I'll show you my book, and we'll take it from there. Okay, have a great evening, and I hope you join me on the next video. Thank you. Bye bye.